Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Nancy, and this is Nancy's Bookshelf, which is a series on my channel where we review romance novels and either in paper version or Kindle. And today we are doing the 12 Days of Bookmas in July, and this is day number 5. And the book we're going to be reviewing is Debbie Macomber's Small Town Christmas. The thing I'm learning about Debbie Macomber's books through this experience is that they're not necessarily as Christmassy as I had hoped. They are, they do have some sort of Christmas aspect to them, but they're not like overwhelmingly Christmas. So you could really read them any time of year, and this book was one of those books. This book actually had 2 smaller books together in the book. One book being Return to Promise, and the other one being Mail Order Bride. And I read them both. They were both really easy reads. So, yeah. So something to think about is definitely look, because I'm noticing a lot of them are combined. So with this one being combined, the first book is Return to Promise. Promise, Texas is a good place to live if the person you love is there with you. Rancher Cal Patterson and his wife Jane, better known as Dr. Texas, face a threat in their marriage, and she leaves Promise, which is essentially become her hometown as much as it's his. And the question is, will Jane make it home for Christmas? Because that's both their greatest Christmas gift or wish would be for her to return and come home. So that's kind of the synopsis of the book. Cal and Jane, in general, have been happily married for several years. Some events happen, and it causes Jane to question things and for her to leave Cal and take her kids back home to her elderly parents. And so she takes her kids with her and she leaves. In the end, she's just trying to figure out if she can trust Cal. And Cal, who's this loving and caring, maybe almost a little too much personality, is willing to do anything to have his family back together at Christmas. And so that's just kind of the summary of the story. In the book itself, it was really cute. It was pretty well written. The whole premise is regarding communication in your marriage and or relationship, and they really struggled with that, and that's what caused most of the problem in the book. So throughout the whole book, I kind of just wanted to be able to grab and shake them, because it's like, and just be like, talk to each other. Jane, stop listening to town gossip. Cal, stop being so lovable to everybody, kind of thing. And just talk to each other and figure it out. Which in the end they do. Overall, for that section of the book, probably give it a 3-star, just because I didn't love the kind of, I don't want to say made up conflict, but it wasn't necessary conflict. It could have been something that could have easily been done with if they just would have talked to each other. So I gave it a 3. But I would say it's a pretty decent read on that one. The second book is called Mail Order Bride, and again, it's by the same author. It's just her in this little set. And the summary of the book, or the synopsis, is Gold River, Alaska isn't your average town. After being jilted by her fiance, Carolyn ends up there thanks to her matchmaking aunts, who send her on what appears to be an autumn vacation. And surprisingly, that is not what they had in mind. Their idea had something that involved spending a snowy Christmas with handsome Paul Travers, in his home as his mail order bride. So this one, I like this one. I enjoyed reading it. The spinster aunts being matchmakers was really cute and hilarious. The sexual tension between Carolyn and Paul was really, wrote really well. I was gonna say on spot, but yeah, it was wrote really well, and you could really feel the tension there, and that their desire to want to have sex but can't. So overall, it was really cute. Definitely recommend Mail Order Bride. It was a very easy read, and it did become very predictable. So just something to keep in mind. It's not like hard in depth. You can probably guess what's gonna happen. So this one I gave a 4. And so definitely check out Carolyn and Paul, definitely. And let me know what you think. So overall, for the book itself being combined, I'm gonna have to give it a 3.5, just because the first one I didn't enjoy as much as I did the second one. But for sure, it's pretty good. This one's pretty good considering. So if you've read The Mail Order Bride or the Small Town Christmas book in general, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, because I'm still kind of up in the air by why they're combined, but that's okay. So this one was pretty good. Give it a 3.5. Still not overly Christmas on the first one. The second one's a little bit more, but still pretty decent read. Okay, so I'm gonna add it to the pile over here. And we are going to be opening book number 6. And book number 6 is looking like, which one should we pick? That one's really big. Not this one. This taped really well. The Terry Wilson book called Christmas Charms. I've never read Terry Wilson, so this is gonna be a first author read for me. And just the very top part of this is kind of what it says. Get my fingers out of the way. But she never dreamed her holiday would include her hometown, a dog, and a firefighter. Yep, already won. And a charm bracelet. Yeah, this one sounds like it's gonna be pretty good. A small town Christmas romance from Hallmark Publishing. So you know it's gonna be very Hallmark movie-esque since it's from Hallmark. And so it may be more in line of what I was looking for. I'll let you know tomorrow in our review for the book. And until tomorrow, friends, happy reading. And if you like this review, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.